now there's leadership, and now that they've been caught, more people are ready to flip on the deep state. That's the big opportunity, is how many people in the Clinton crime network are now ready to flip on the deep state. That's a huge takeaway. So, I mean, we said the Mueller probe was a fraud. We said as long as we stood up against it, it would turn out being a giant pit the Democrats dug they would fall into. That's now happened. It's in the report, which just joined us, that the Democrats made, 11 payments illegally of taxpayer money to create the fake dossier, to get the fake warrants. And it looks like President Trump is going to press the attack, so that's good news. We're taking your phone calls right now to get your take on this whole thing. Jack in California, you're on the air. Welcome. What is your view on this? I think it's another giant black eye for the controlled corporate press. I mean, what a pack of jokers they are.
I think they are a pack of jokers, but I wanted to ask you, because I know you're taking calls on just the Mueller thing. That's my first comment, but I wanted, if I don't piss you off too much, I'd like to make a comment regarding the InfoWars operation and why you're in the crosshairs. But,
yeah, no, we're not screening your calls. We're just saying the topic is that. But then what happens when I don't screen the calls? People are used to talk radio. They do the screening on air. So it's kind of a weird thing. Hell, let's screen your calls. What is it you want to talk about today, Jack?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is that with regard to the Mueller report, I think that it's a little early to be just getting in the tank and being completely dismissive of what's being found in that. I mean, just if you look at the testimony of McGahn and a few others that were insiders, even if they, in the past, they may have been never Trumpers, I don't doubt any of that stuff.
No, now there's leadership, and now that they've been caught, more people are ready to flip on the deep state. That's the big opportunity, is how many people in the Clinton crime network are now ready to flip on the deep state. That's a huge takeaway.
But the point is, with regard to this stuff that I've been seeing this morning, is that there's no doubt that Trump rode the line of obstruction. He really did. And if you substituted the name Obama for Trump, the people on the right side of the spectrum would be flipping out.
What are you talking about? Obama was involved with Al-Qaeda and ISIS and Kenya, trying to overthrow their government. And the Clintons and all them are above the law and never get investigated.
I'm referring to just this report, and if you took out the name Trump and put it with Obama, the people on the right side of the spectrum were saying President Obama obstructed justice. Hey, Trump tried to shut down the investigation. I get it. He was pissed because he knows that it was a ruse. There's no doubt. But the point is, the way he tried to shut it down is not very kosher, dude. And I think that you got to be an honest broker with regard to what you see there.
No, I think that's a total fraud. Sitting there saying, I've done nothing, this is a fraud, the Democrats are spying on me, is just a total diversion and a distraction. The Clintons, Uranium One, everything they did, there's no evidence of any obstruction. But I appreciate your call, Jack. I mean, there's just this thing going back to Mueller like he's this god. It's all a giant joke. Everything goes to intent. And the president was pissed off because this was a fraud. And you've got people trying to overturn an election who paid for a fake dossier. And then if he's telling people this is BS, do something about it, these are a bunch of angry Democrats committing crimes, he's doing the FBI's job. When they've got a bunch of Clintonistas inside the thing creating fake dossiers, working with the media in a giant fraud, trying to set up every Trump supporter as a Russian agent, they came up empty. They failed. You failed. Establishment. Anthony in Minnesota, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Alex Bubba Jones, a longtime listener. I'll do a better job than California here. The Mueller report. There's a couple things on that. I foresee in the nearest future, everything leaks. So I think there's going to be a lot more unredacted leaked. And like you said, Trump, we need to go on the offensive. I'm pissed off like you too, up here in Minneapolis. But tell you, we got a lot of brothers up here. And the other thing is the offensive. We'll finally find out where the WikiLeaks emails really came from. We all know that's Seth Rich, one of the first patriots.
Oh, we know they sue anybody that even says that. You have a right to say Seth Rich. They don't want you looking into that. What does that tell you? Thank you, Anthony. Great points. Sandy in Pennsylvania, you're on the air worldwide. Thanks for calling today.
Hi, Alex. Good afternoon. First-time caller. I just want to start off saying about I'm very grateful for you to be fighting for us in this country and be a patriotic American. And God bless the great state of Texas. That's the only state that I would love to visit and possibly move to.
Well, God bless you in the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. And I love to fight. And so let me tell you, I'm as happy as a pig, and you know what. So thank you.
Yes, and God bless you, your children, your wife, and your family, because I know that they tried to take your children away. And
they've done a lot.
You're just a target, and they're jealous of you. The freedom of speech must live on in this country, and people need to wake up. As far as the Mueller report, it was 2 years of nightmarish every night listening to the news about Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did that. Democrats are the demon party. I renamed them the Demon Party because they hate President Trump.
I'll say this, they have no bottom now. I mean, I used to be 50-50 20 years ago. I wasn't really Republican or Democrat. Some stuff Democrats did was good. But, I mean, the Democrats now have converted to pure evil. I mean, it's just true.
Well, you know, Alex, God knows what they're doing. There's a retired firefighter that I watch on YouTube. He's from Florida. His name is, Mark Taylor. If you never heard of him, look him up.
No, I've heard of him. Really good guy. We want to get him on.
Yeah, I would love to see him on your show because he's a great person. And there's a lot of evilness on the earth, and God knows all, and this country is being reborn. And the Democrats and the left-wingers, the deep state, they're all going to be exposed, just like the pedophilia that's been going on. They're rounding people up like cattle because they're hurting innocent children.
And the Democrats deny that pedophilia, it's like 9 times the record. They're arresting real pedophiles with kids in dungeons, and it barely gets coverage. And the media goes, oh, pedophilia doesn't exist. When they say that, when pedophilia is rampant, you know these are evil people. Exactly. God bless you, Sandy. You're on fire. God bless you. She made me really, my heart feel good to hear her, the strength of her voice. We had a lot of callers about Sandy Hook, even though I said we're not going to cover that. I just, them saying I made up that the news said there was a guy in tactical gear in the woods when I got 5 different newscasts and 4 newspapers. I didn't even play all the newscasts I've got. They got some nerve, man. And the prosecutors saying, and the police saying, don't give information out. There may be another shooter. This is months after. Wow. Let's go ahead and talk to Miles in Colorado. Miles, you're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Alex. Honor to talk to you. It's the first time I've called in.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to say, you know, this whole Mueller report has been, like Trump said, it's a government coup. And trying to spread this fake news and tell us that we're the racists and that we're evil or we're out to get everybody. But really, we just want freedom. We love America.
Yeah, we're Russian agents. We're racist. We're all because we don't hate the country.
Exactly. And we just want freedom. We want peace. And I really listen to a lot of your speeches, Alex, and I love it because it empowers me, and you want to go to space and you want to do all these things and promote humanity and promote freedom for all of us. And I love it.
Well, God bless you. You know, the biggest lie I've seen in Hollywood is a great movie with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino called Devil's Advocate, where the devil goes, I'm a fan of humanity. I want to empower you. No, God made humanity and is the fan of humanity. The devil is an enemy of humanity and loves aborting all these babies and all the rest of it. Now they're killing born babies. I mean, there's no end to these people, my friend. We must stand against them. God's a fan of man, not the enemy. And I'm a fan of humanity, and you're a fan. And I don't want to hear it's a post-human world. And I don't want to hear all this crap from Jack Dorsey. No, Dorsey! I pledge this and I prophesy this. Before humanity is destroyed, Jack Dorsey will be destroyed. And I think Jack Dorsey should get struck by God's thunderbolt like Saul of Tarsus on the road to Damascus. And I think you're going to see a lot of conversions like that very soon. Anything else?
I really love what you're talking about, man. And I support keeping babies alive and support America and support a lot of what you stand for.
Well, you sound like a terrorist.
Keep doing what you're doing.
You don't want to kill born babies. I apologize for that extremism on this show. I thought about doing a satire show for like a week where I'm a leftist. So don't get freaked out, listeners. You've been given forewarning. I'm thinking about doing a whole week as a leftist in character because this is the real me. They say I'm an actor. Yeah, they're about to find out. We'll be right back. Please don't forget, we have a lot of amazing deals on the site. We still have store-wide free shipping. We had to end all those big discounts on the supplements because we're about to sell out of all of them, but we still have a big discount going, even though it's about to sell out on DNA Force, our flagship, amazing product. Check out DNA Force, learn why it's so amazing. Do yourself a favor. DNA Force Plus, now even stronger, even better for your telomeres, for your cells, for your mitochondrial DNA, for your nerves, for your brain. If there's one thing you take, it should be DNA Force Plus with PQQ, CoQ10, and so much more. And all apparel. We only do this once a year. Annual super sale. All apparel, ball caps, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, 50% off. 50% off store-wide. And you help fund the InfoWar, and you spread the word, and you stand up to the bullies. Store-wide apparel sale, 50% off, and so much more. And your funding makes it all possible. Whatever you do, get DNA Force today. It's discounted, but it's about to sell out. We'll be right back.